That's another one of those iconic tunes from the 80s. Duran Duran and Save a Prayer. Well, I mentioned it in hour one. And hopefully, if the technology doesn't fail me, I'm really pleased to say this morning on the Breakfast Show down here on Surrey Hills Community Radio, I should have Mike Woolgar, the first team manager of Knaphill FC, on the line now for a little chat. Mike, are you there?
Morning, Simon. I'm here.
Brilliant. Well, it works. That's the first tick there. That one. How are you, mate? You okay?
I'm very good, mate. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for inviting us on.
That's quite all right. Thank you for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So you're a man that knows the Combined Counties Premier Division South really well, don't you? Because, of course, you've been in it for a number of years, previously with Abbey Rangers and now with Knaphill.
That's right. Yeah, a few years now, ninth season, I believe.
Right, okay. Well, you're a seasoned pro, as they say.
Yeah, well, I'll leave that with you.
Anyway, let's crack on, shall we? Mike, how's the season gone for you so far?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just sort of thinking about things, actually. I think we've done well. I think we're starting to settle. We had a good run in the FA Cup. Obviously, that starts really early for all of us in the league. If you're in the competition, and we had a good run in that. 3 fixtures, well, 4 if you count the replay that we had away on a Wednesday night. So a challenging start. You want to be in that competition and all the enjoyment that comes with that. So that was absolutely excellent. We really enjoyed that ride. And we were fortunate enough to get, like I say, to play in 3 rounds in that, which is difficult because of the level that we're at when we come in. But as much as you enjoy it and you want to be part of it, for some reason, it's really hard. We just touched on how many years I've been doing it, but it can have an effect on what you're doing. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an emotional thing, because you get a lot of positive vibes from being in that competition, and it's a real feel-good factor as you win and go through the rounds and you're in the hat and the excitement that comes with it. But when you come out of that, you're going to, at some point, you're never going to win the competition, that's clear. But it can have a bit of effect, and you can struggle just to settle a little bit, I think. And I think there's a few teams that have found that. You can't explain why, it just seems to happen, and I think that's where we are. We're just settling. We've done okay the last sort of 2 or 3 games. Got a little bit of momentum behind us now and looking to try and carry that on, really, Simon.
Yeah, I mean, I was at those games, the FA Cup games, and of course that was quite a tough week for the club, really, because I think it was 3 games in about 6-7 days, and away in Gillingham on a Tuesday. I mean, it's not just round the corner. We're playing Hollands and Blair, and not only was it an away fixture, it went to extra time as well, of course. And I mean, I understand some of the players didn't get back home until sort of 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and that's what you sign up to, and I say you feel bad sort of moaning about it, but actually, people will give anything to play in FA Cup. So to give ourselves another opportunity and get a replay, we should have held on to the fixture when we were at our place, and then that's the consequence of that. So we've had to go round there. So you're in it, you've got to get on with it. It's tough, and like you say, we had 3 games and in a really short period of time, and then the following week I think we were into a Tuesday and a Friday night because of the ground share. So they came thick and fast. So I think, like everybody, we're carrying lads now that are bruised and battered from the encounters so far this season. The league have front-loaded it again, which is the right thing to do because we know what happens to the pitches. So there's no complaint. We're in it. We're just enjoying it and just taking it as it comes now.
Brilliant. So you're sitting 10th in the league, played 9, won 4, lost 4 and drawn 1. And, of course, this afternoon you entertain, I suppose they're neighbours. They're not too far away. They're Alton this afternoon at Reading Way. What are you expecting this afternoon?
I'm expecting a very tough battle, actually. Kev sets his teams up. I don't think he's doing quite as well as what he would think he'd be doing at this moment in time. I think that's fair to say. And I think everyone else in the league expects them to be in and around it, if they're honest with you. So, he's in a similar position where he's just trying to turn things around and get some consistency. And it's always been a tough battle. I think last year they equalised, I think, in about the 89th minute to take a draw. So they go, like every club that we encounter in the league, they take it all the way through. Right, if it's 95 minutes, it's 95 minutes. It's just the way the league is. No one takes no for an answer, and you just got to turn up yourself and give the best version you can, and hopefully on the day that's good enough.
And I think it's very close this season. I mean, last season you had sort of the runaway three with Redhill, Whiteleaf, and with Jersey Balls. Of course, two of those went up. But this year, I mean, already, you look at the game that you played against Shearwater. It was quite a convincing win against Shearwater. And since they lost to Knaphill, they've done ever so well. And they're now sitting sixth in the league. So I think it just shows that on any given day, anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah, and I think in our group we're kind of in tune with that as well, because it just makes you even more determined to keep crossing off your games that you have week in, week out. Just get 3 points, don't lose the games if you can't get the 3 points, because the results are crazy. You're absolutely right. There's no one sort of driving away. I don't think there's anyone to fear in the league this year. I think there'll be a lot of clubs thinking like that. Like you say, the big hitters financially, and the lads that had the better players for those financial gains, they don't seem to be in the league this year. So it's fair game. I think if anyone's league, I think it's just the team that puts the most consistent run together will be winners.
And talking of consistent runs, it's 3 wins from 3 at the moment, isn't it, from Knaphill?
Yeah. And then I say we are settling. We've changed the system twice in those 3 games, so we're proving that we can adapt to what we need to do, depending on who we're playing, and we have reasons for doing that, and they've bought into that, so that's been brilliant. And there's a really good feeling around the place at the minute, which is nice, because when we've lost in some of the games, Camberley and Cobham, for argument's sake, we know why we got beat. The Camberley game, we were leading twice. Game management was horrendous and lost the game. So we were hurting from that because it was in our hands, and we threw that away. Cobham, we were well beaten in the first half, 3 chances, 3 goals, and there's some teams you just can't guarantee that you're going to claw back the game. So whilst it was a much improved second half over there, the damage is already done. And if you give teams that are definitely going to be in the playoff that much of a leg up head start at the beginning, you're going to find it tough. So we are settling after those games. You went away to Redhill in the League Cup. Brilliant battling performance with some good football, won the game. Thatcham went with a game plan over there. Really pleased with the way that turned out.
That was a great result, wasn't it? 6-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And earlier on in the season, I think it had been coming. We hadn't really taken our chances, and then, like I say, we had this little sticky period after the FA Cup and the FA Vars, and then that's settled now, and we're starting to find a little bit of rhythm. And then, just when you're getting in the rhythm and starting to play game, we then played Balham, which was, one of the most direct games I've seen for a while, where we just had to literally, dig in and fight for absolutely everything, and then try and play our best football, which we managed to do, picking up second ball. So completely different games, and that's what this league throws up.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, then on Tuesday night, you've got a game in the Cup, a very robust Ashford Town Middlesex. You're up against away on Tuesday night, and you're probably I know Luke Tufts very well. So what are you expecting from that game?
I think Luke actually, although I'm talking about other clubs, actually I think I can include Luke in this conversation. I think he, they had a great run in the FA Cup like we did, replays, all the drama and everything. They've come back into the league. And they've done okay, then they've dropped off, then they've done okay. I think very similar to us, really. So Luke will be, like me, hurting at some of the results, and he'll be looking to put that right. And these cup games, County Cup, obviously you want to go as far as you can in all of them, and just hone what you're trying to do to take that form into the league. So he'll be doing the same. He'll know what to expect from me, I'll know what to expect from him. And you're absolutely right. It'll be a really competitive fixture. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so am I, actually. And he's a good lad as well. I like Luke. He's a good lad. So let's talk about Knaphill as a club itself. I'm noticing since the start of the season, I can see the crowds getting bigger. I can see things changing around the ground with the sponsorship deals that you've got coming in from local businesses, which is really, really encouraging for a team and vital for a local non-league football side like Knaphill. So is there any developments going on, anything happening in and around the club that you can let us know about?
Yeah, there's lots going, actually. You're right, the sponsors have been brilliant. We've reached out to local businesses in and around there because we've been trying to get some stuff going on in the background, which we then opened up to say that we were trying to get signed over from the council the lease. So we had an asset transfer so we could look after the building and the premises, and as the club try and grow, the club have taken a really brave decision to take that on, because obviously with that comes all this, the cost and everything associated with running the club and the building and pitch maintenance and all those things. So us reaching out to sponsors saying this is what we think it could look like, come and join us. They've got on board. It's invaluable that we keep that going, and we engage with local businesses, and we're really, really grateful for that. So what that's done in turn, Simon, is it's where we've been speaking to the council and putting things together for a business plan to take over the lease of the building. We're right at the dying embers of that process now. Hopefully we'll have some good news very soon to let everyone know about. But it's really given us a real feel-good factor. I think everyone's really bought into it. The committee now is, we're really vibrant. We can see actually what we want the club to look like, so we're in control of our own destiny a little bit more than something that we're relying on, local councils and things. So very, very exciting time. We're having more meetings, there's more communication going on within the club to drive the club forward. We can see what the end goal looks like, and obviously with us obtaining a lease, if that's what we go through and finally end up doing, that just opens up a real world of opportunities for us as a football club. So it's super exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more, mate. Listen, well done to everybody in the background that's involved with what's going on at Knaphill. I can see it getting better and better on the pitch and also off the pitch as well on a weekly basis. So it's really encouraging to see. So I'm going to let you go. So I know you've got to prepare for today's game. I know what you managers are like. You've probably got the old board out already and put all your little magnets in the kitchen, and the missus saying what you're doing, and you're doing your formations, and you're probably texting the lads already, let them know what's going on. So look, I'm going to let you go. I will see you. I'm down there this afternoon, as you know, so I'll be there coming to watch the Nappers. But before I go, I'm going to play a song for the lads. Now, you did tell me there's a song that the team particularly like, isn't there?
Yeah, well, more Daryl, the assistant manager, really absolutely loves this. The lads listen to it so much now.
Right, okay. Well, when you text me and told me what it was, I thought, I know I've got it. I'm just hoping I've got the clean version, because I do remember the song. So I have thankfully got that clean version. I'm going to play it for you now, mate. So listen, once again, Mike, thanks very much for coming on and joining us this morning on Surrey Hills Radio. Good luck to Knaphill this afternoon. 3 points, I'm sure, by the end of 90 minutes will be coming your way. So good luck, mate.
Thank you, Simon.
I'll catch up with you this afternoon. Always good to catch up and have a chat. I'll see you soon, mate.
Brilliant. Thanks, Simon. Can I just add one thing, mate?
Yes, you can.
I just wanted to say that obviously we are growing. You come down there and watch it and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Just a special mention, really, to all the volunteers that are down there, giving up their time. The Sunday crew that are down doing the ground maintenance. I think the ground looks fantastic at the minute, and that's all, we bought into that as players and been down doing a few bits and bobs. But the actual volunteers that drive that and organise those things, we wouldn't be where we are. It wouldn't look like it does now, certainly without them. And obviously with the match day experience as well, like that's why the crowds are growing, because the volunteers are actually making the club such a welcoming place to come to. So special thank you to them. I'm extremely grateful on behalf of the first team club, for sure. We're delighted with that.
Top man. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Without the volunteers, mate, there is no football club.
Absolutely. Thanks, Simon.
Well done, mate. I'll speak to you soon. I'll see you later on.
Will do. Bye.
Thanks, Mike. Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Mike Woolgar, first team manager of Knaphill FC, as they take on Alton this afternoon down at Reading Way.
My baby born a bird.